So we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Kim Jong-un caught building new nuclear bomb facility in North Korea as WW3 tensions grow. Now, satellite imagery has identified the construction of a new enrichment facility at a nuclear complex. Yikes, a new enrichment facility. That's something that we're dealing with Iran. Alright, so once again, guys, nation against nation is building up. And let me just read this part really quick here. Donald mentioned, I think he mentioned yesterday, he's like, I want to talk to Kim. Kim, call me. So, yeah, it's not looking good here, guys. All these nations are just coming together. They're not looking up to the sleeping giant anymore. North K leader Kim has been spotted escalating his nation's nuclear bomb production capability amid rising WW3 fears. Now it says here, experts analyzing recent satellite imagery have identified the construction of a new enrichment facility at North Korea primary Yongbyon nuclear complex. Images captured in April reveal a structure bearing resemblance to North Korea Kansan enrichment facility. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Give me a second here, guys. Again, please share the video, guys, and I want to thank every single one of you for the the birthday gifts and all that. Thank you so much. For those of you that don't know, today it's gonna be my last day. The next 2 days will be off. I got family coming in later tonight. But again, thank you so much for the, for the GoFundMe or the PayPal. I really appreciate the birthday gift. Thank you so much for the kind message in the comments box. I appreciate the emojis, the birthday emojis, the cake, and all that. Thank you again so much. Now, I did mention this. If something big hits the fan in the Mideast, I will do a live stream, like the midnight live stream on both channels. All right. Just, again, if things hit the fan. This follows confirmation from International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, Director General Rafael, that they are monitoring the construction of a new building at Yongbyon, which has diminished and future similar to the Kansan enrichment plant. Man, these nations are really getting ready. Drones and missiles and nuclear. While the IAEA hasn't released official images, the description provided seems to align with what researchers have uncovered, report the Express. It says here the missions and futures, in our opinion, are enough to justify the IAEA drawing attention to the facility as a possible enrichment plant, they stated. The new facility is estimated by experts to be roughly equivalent in size to the one at Kansan, the housing nearly 4,000 centrifuges capable of producing at least 73 kg of uranium annually. Now it says here, according to the Union of Concern, scientists, a basic gun-type bomb akin to the one used on Japan would necessitate between 50 kg to 60 kg of highly enriched uranium. More sophisticated weaponry would require significantly less, estimated to be around 6 kg to 12 kg. The exact number of bombs North K can produce and the composition of either arsenal remains uncertain. Don't sleep on North K. Don't sleep on North K. I remember when Donald won the first term presidency, he asked Obama, what nation gives us the most problem? And Obama responded saying North Korea. North Korea and their nukes. They give us the most problem. Out of all the countries, Obama didn't say Russia or China. He said North Korea. All right, so Donna is like, and I remember, I got a phone call, and it was Kim, and Kim said, I have a button on my table. So, and then Donna responded, I have a button too, but mine is bigger and mine works. And so they were going back and forth. My button is bigger than your button. And so Donna told him, look, Kim, you building all these nukes. Go to the beach. You have beautiful beach. Go out. Get some suntan. And so they became good friends after that. They wrote letters and back and forth and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, Obama said that the worst, the country that gives U.S. the hardest time is North Korea. Don't fall asleep on North. Okay, do not fall asleep on them. They're brutal. People think that their military is like 140-pound, 5'4", 5'5" soldier. Now those soldiers are brutal. All right, and they're hungry. And you guys know how they do things out there. They, again, from what I heard, they have like 10 channels, and all the channels about Kim. Kim this, Kim that, and Kim Discovery Channel, and all that type of stuff. They think that Kim is like a god out there. It says here, however, last year, the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute estimated that Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea, had constructed approximately 50 nuclear warheads and had enough material to build another 40 more. North K revealed the Yongbyon uranium enrichment site to American scholars who visited in 2010. Kim visited the site last September, shedding light on the extent of nuclear program expansion. In January, he visited 2 nuclear facilities, including what experts now believe was a fully operational uranium site. And that's what we are dealing with Iran. The nuclear Iranian site, the enrichment, and we're about to see something pop off in the Middle East. And here's North K, they're building something. It's just not looking good for the sleeping giant. It's just not looking good for the sleeping giant. Okay, so give me a second here, guys. That's gonna be it for that one, but I want to pull up some more nation against nation news. And once again, thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. I mean, not to support the birthday gifts. Again, you don't have to, but for those. But again, thank you so much. I really needed the day off. You guys know me. I post videos every day, even in my sleep. Give me a second here. So I want to bring more of the Holy Land. All right, the Holy Land just put out an update. We're gonna go from North K to the Holy Land, guys. My deepest condolences and prayers goes to the families and friends that lost their loved ones. Something bad happened, and I think it was in India. A bird went boom down. There were a lot of people, a lot. My condolences and prayers. And also there was another one, JetBlue. I think it was, I forget which state, something happened, but everything seems like it's okay in that part. But these birds in the sky, I mean, it seems like there's some. It's not looking great, and as we move forward, things are not looking great. So please stay in prayer, stay focused on Christ. The Holy Land ready for all out biblical war with the sleeping giant, even without the US support. As WW3 fears rise, senior Persian officials say Persia has been tipped off to potential assault and is preparing retaliatory strikes. Buckle up. Buckle up. A full-blown biblical war between the Holy Land and Persia is on the horizon after sleeping giant official confirmed that Benjamin is fully ready to launch a very, very powerful strike. Meanwhile, a senior Persian official says that Persia had already been tipped off to the potential assault and is preparing retaliatory action more forceful and destructive than they have in the past. Now, Donald is telling them, don't do nothing. We still talking. And this Sunday is going to be the 6th round of the nuclear talk. The sleeping giant, according to reports, is already preparing to evacuate its embassy in some lands, as well as removing non-essential embassy personnel and family members from Bahrain and Kuwait. The NYT has reported that senior members of the Persian military and Gov are mulling over what actions to take if they face a barrage of ballistic equipment. This dog is like, can we all just get along? Multiple sources have confirmed the sleeping giant officials have been told the Holy Land is ready to launch a military operation against Persia, potentially without the sleeping giant support it usually relies on for intelligence and logistical assistance. The sleeping giant fears, such as strike, we see Persia also target, here we go, the sleeping giant assist in neighboring Iraq. The International Atomic Energy Agency formally found this week that Persia had not been complying with its nuclear obligations for the first time in 20 years. This discovery is expected to escalate tensions in the region even further, with further UN sanctions on Tehran by the end of the year. Now, the nuclear watchdog stated the significantly increased production and accumulations of highly enriched uranium by Persia, the only non-nuclear state to produce such nuclear material, is of serious concern. The U.S. Commander-in-Chief previously warned that Holy Land, or the sleeping giant, could carry out strike targeting Persian nuclear facility if negotiations failed. All right. They could do this without the sleeping giant. Speaking to the Pod Force One podcast, the commander-in-chief admitted he was less confident that Persia would agree to stop nuclear production, saying, I don't know. I don't know. I did think so, and I'm getting more and more less confident about it. Persia Defense Minister Aziz told reporters on Wednesday what would happen in the event of failed nuclear talk with the state. The sleeping giant would have to leave the region because all its military bases are within our reach, and we will, without any consideration, target them in the host countries. All this comes ahead of a meeting between Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Persian Foreign Minister Abbas in Oman on this Sunday, to discuss the Persian response to a recent sleeping giant nuclear deal proposal. If this happens, it's possibly Monday. If it happens, again, we're going to have to see how this 6-round meeting goes. All right, so hopefully things works out. But Benjamin is saying that imminent strike could happen. So this is where we are right now, guys. When it comes to these biblical wars, things are heating up. Um, Not only in the Mid East, but you have North Korea building up more stuff. You have other lands getting ready. The bear also getting ready. Europe is sounding the alarm. So they're getting ready. Donald wants to build the Iron Dome, excuse me, the Golden Dome, which a lot of people say could lead to WW3. Excuse me, guys. So this is where we are right now, guys. I'm gonna end it right here. If you can, please share the video, and I want to thank every single one of you for your support on GoFundMe, or you prefer PayPal, Cash App. The links, all the information will be in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us a letter, it's a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.